joining us for our latest webinar. So today we're here to talk about Beyond the Bot, what AI can and can't do for your business. So we'll switch the slides on and get started. There we go. So nice cover there. Yep. So what AI can and can't do for your brand. So my name's Hannah. I'm the head of content here at Insights.
Yeah, and I'm Emma. I'm account director here.
Great. So what we want to sort of talk about to you today is just the sea of AI sameness that seems to be affecting every B2B brand out there at the moment. So if it sounds like every other brand, I think you may as well, you're talking into the void, it may as well be silence. You're not standing out to your audience, you're not creating scroll stopping content, it's just noise basically. So B2B brands are producing more content than ever before, but fewer are actually standing out from the crowd. So AI is super fast, it's cheap, it's scalable. So why does everything feel so blah? Like obviously it helps with speedy content production. I mean, I know that there'll be lots of other agencies and businesses there. You can have a really, really great idea and it helps you to produce the content and faster than ever before. You don't need teams and teams of copywriters anymore to kind of produce and good content piece. AI can do it for you fast, but the key that we want to talk about today here is the word good, I think.
Yeah.
Because if you don't have the good idea, if you don't use the proper prompt and you don't edit it properly, it's not going to be good. And I think that's the main problem, that everybody's doing it because AI is so easy, isn't it? Like use ChatGPT and Claude and all this different stuff out there.
And we're quite mindful with it here, aren't we? I think we like, the ideas have to come from that relationship with the client, has to come from the human-driven ideas, and then we utilize it very mindfully, very meaningful, in a very meaningful way to produce stuff that sounds like the client's tone of voice. It sounds exactly like how we would speak. But we are very selective and very purposeful with how we use
exactly. So you don't want what you produce to sound like AI, and I'm not talking about M dashes here.
Yeah.
Okay, M dashes were around. Jane Austen used M dashes. It's not about those telltale signs. It's the point of things being a bit crap.
Yeah,
I think it's the main point. So
and it's not just from the content perspective as well, it's actually the visuals. Obviously LinkedIn's full of these AI generated, you saw it with the Met Gala, you saw it with people kind of playing about with it, and it can be fun. I think we're just we don't want people to get bored of our clients' content. We don't want it to look, any of our clients or brands to look the same as other brands. That's exactly why they come to work with us, because we want them to stand out in their industry. But you see a lot of lazy marketing and people using it just because it's quick content to fire out, and it doesn't engage.
No, but I'm not saying that AI is all bad. I think it's just being able to use it in the right way. I think it's the main point, because as saying, they put like that little column up there. So speedy content production, maximize output across channels. If you need to repurpose something for social blog, AI can help you do that in seconds, and it doesn't need a complete rewrite. It can easily help you do that, which I think is great. So it helps with content recycling and things as well, updating evergreen things to be relevant in the now. If you've got a really good performing blog from a few years ago, you can easily now touch a button, update it for today. And it supports research and ideation, which research can, and it still does, it takes ages and things, and so pulling different bits from different parts of the internet, it can do really quickly. But please check your sources. And but as we were talking about, what it really can't help with is brand voice and tone. I think it really, everything kind of has the same voice and tone at the moment. And it's quite funny actually, you pointed out all of those like graphics that are doing the rounds on LinkedIn. Have you seen them all? They're like the posters.
Oh, the summer fair ones.
Oh my god, so funny. The first time I saw that post, I thought, oh, how funny, and then I saw it again, and then again, and someone else did it, and someone else did it.
Awful.
And again, the post that's making fun of the AI like crap
Yeah.
is become the AI crap.
Exactly that.
It's because everyone's using AI to write the same post then on LinkedIn and copying other people. And this is the point that we're really trying to make here. I think the second I see something like that, it erodes trust rather than builds it.
That, and I also think that poor use of AI can actually really cheapen your brand look and feel, even if it's a playful post. Like we will do playful posts for some of our clients that suits their tone of voice, but I think it can be really damaging. It can really, like, if it's completely off brand, it generates you something. Yes, it might be quick, but it can really cheapen, not look like your brand at all, and people are scrolling past it. So it's an absolute waste of time.
Yeah, it is. And it really, and everybody spends so long really building these brands and in order to build trust with your audience, you can, trust takes ages and ages to build, but you can erode it really, really quickly. And I think that's what kind of AI content struggles with. If it sounds too, people are so aware of it now, if it sounds too robotic, you aren't going to listen to it, and you're going to think, oh, let's just stay like, and it doesn't sound trustworthy.
No, and you may be touching on this later on, but like also in terms of like engagement on social platforms and algorithms and stuff like that, I don't think we're seeing, if we've ever utilized or seen our clients, using AI to post. I think, to be honest, it's like those types of posts have absolutely bombed.
I thought, they've got thousands and thousands and thousands of likes, which to me is also a red flag, oddly. But again, another things it sort of struggles with, like human nuance and storytelling. Context, I find, is really, really important, and context is the one thing that AI, I think, really does struggle with sometimes. And obviously, your overall marketing strategy as a whole, marketing teams and directors spend so long putting these strategies together. And what I think the mistake that a lot of people are falling into, thinking that AI can come up with a strategy for you instantaneously, which it can, but it may not be workable for you. Which is the point. You can spend ages putting, like thinking, actually, because it doesn't know your resource, it doesn't know your budgets, it doesn't know, there's so much context that goes into marketing strategy, and really thinking what will work for your business and your brand and what's doable, that AI doesn't necessarily know.
Pick up on that.
So using it to create your whole strategy without any sort of human element at all, I think is a huge mistake that we see brands making now. Because I think, how many times do we speak to clients and then they come up with this huge document? Oh, we just got AI to do.
Like, briefs,
and then like,
AI brief.
What? Like, what does that even mean?
Doesn't make any sense for them.
So, and of course, AI sometimes is just plain wrong. So here's this little video that I found online, and it really made me laugh. This guy literally thought they'd test out AI and just go, so shall I walk to the car wash because it's only 100 meters away, or should I drive? And obviously ChatGPT responds, 100% walk, it's 100 meters
to the car wash.
But it doesn't, obviously, again, the point there brings it back to the point that I'm making. The context isn't there, and it misses it. And when you call AI out on its stuff, it comes up with a classic response. Yes, of course, you are absolutely right. But it just made me laugh. And another sort of bad use of AI, like sometimes it's just wrong, and other times it's just weird. I think we all saw this Donald Trump AI created image of him being Jesus, or apparently was it a teacher? So maybe another bad use of AI right there.
Me of these like AI generated visuals and posts. They remind me of, when you used to get those books as a child, and it's like colour by numbers or paint by numbers. It's so bad. It's such bad quality and so juvenile.
So just because you can, it doesn't necessarily mean that you should. So AI, we've established it's fast, scalable, cheap, but what can't it replicate? So, and what it can't replicate is the work that still needs a human brain behind it. So we're talking about brand voice, we're talking about trust building, human storytelling, and strategic judgment.
Yeah, definitely that. I mean, a lot of the time when we're going to speak with a client, if they're looking to, for example, bring an agency in to look at a rebrand, such a big part of that conversation is just the human element, finding out the personalities in the business, finding out who their customer is. It's people are buying off people still. You just can't replicate that. And I think that's where, working with an agency really has its absolute benefits over utilising any AI.
Yeah, because it really helps you to have that outsider point of view, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And really, because sometimes you can be too close to it. And I know from kind of doing Enticer's own marketing and things as well, it's the one thing that you find the trickiest sometimes is doing things for yourself.
Yeah.
Whereas I find it much like with working with clients, because I can really look at it from a bird's eye view and kind of see everything a lot more clearly because I'm not in it day to day. And again, it's that all important context that comes from a human that AI cannot replicate.
No,
not yet. Anyway, but for the time being, it absolutely cannot. And then brand voice, producing things that actually talk like a human and talk like you, really important. Human storytelling, the thing, saying the right thing at the right moment, I think is, again, really, really human. That should come across in your content, and that so many brands are kind of missing the mark on sort of at the moment. Yeah,
because you see a lot of brands maybe scheduling posts to go out, and it's either completely tone deaf because those posts are being sent out on the completely wrong date.
And it's not been read.
Exactly.
And that's the thing, it's not been read properly. And just missing out on that all important trust building that comes from real relationships with people, not machines.
Yeah.
So, where AI first has quietly cost B2B brands. So if you're purely working AI first, human later, I think the off-brand comms is often a big problem. So automated sentences that sound templated and posts that sound good on the surface, but actually are all the same. Like, really look at your context. Look at your social posts and your blogs in the wider context of your industry, and you'll soon start to see the patterns of the ones that haven't got that human element behind it, because it does sound all quite samey. It sounds formulaic.
Yeah.
It's, I mean, the rule of three that was kind of a thing in writing beforehand. So I don't always, and obviously of course M-dashes, which I don't always necessarily mean stuff like that, but I do mean the patter, of what you're trying to say. It all does sound kind of samey, and you will really see when you look at the bigger picture how samey that is. Strategies, again, with no execution. A 10-page marketing strategy that nobody can execute is absolutely no use to anybody. And I think investing in that and putting your time and effort in, and then realizing you can't do it, is a complete waste of time. SEO content, again, with no point of view, really. So pages that rank for a moment but don't convert because there's no human perspective or authority there. And I think we see, again, that time and time again with clients who come to us who have no marketing team, try to do it themselves with AI, and then miss the mark, and nothing's converting, and they're not sure why. And it's only when you look into it. And then tone deaf campaigns, I mean, we spoke to before. So content that misses the cultural moment, says the wrong thing at the wrong time. It's because AI lacks that human instinct. That's really important. So I feel like we've done a lot of slagging off of AI kind of here, but I think it's really, really important to come back to this and say, use AI to support your team, and absolutely use AI to support your team. It's there and it is a fantastic tool, but it is a tool. At the end of the day, it should not be a replacement of human marketers. Absolutely not just yet anyway. So you're going to miss out on that human strategy and creative direction. So brand voice, positioning, story arcs, audience insight, all of that context, all important context that your content needs. But use AI as your production partner. So once the strategy is there, the creative direction is there, you've got all these amazing ideas, you've got all of these amazing prompts, absolutely then use AI as your production partner to scale your content, drafts, research, formatting, repurposing, scaling the approved content. Absolutely, AI can and should be used for this, because that is absolutely where you can scale everything and really maximize like it's a tool there to be used.
I mean, we use it as a team very sparingly and very mindfully, but we use it in instances where we might be really stacked out with a lot of client projects, and we have an idea for a client, but actually doing it all manually would take so much time.
But that's, I mean, there's so many more ideas that I think people can execute now, and that's because of AI, because using AI, like use video for an example, like, yes, you cannot replicate that human voice, but when it doesn't need a human voice, when it's an advertisement or something that's a very short sort of advert, I think you can produce things on a much lower budget, on a much faster scale, and there's so many fantastic ideas that can't be done for, especially for B2B brands, because we don't tend to have the huge budgets that B2C big brands can do. And AI really does allow those smaller teams to be able to produce some really, really brilliant content. And that is with AI, but always with the human brain behind it. And then, of course, the last stage, human review and refinement. Do not stop at 2. It is your production partner. It is not your sign off. So always tone check. You need some editorial judgment and final approval from a human, not a robot. Absolutely key. So I think AI sandwiched by 2 human people. Absolutely. Definitely. That is the key. So the brands that are winning right now are using AI to work smarter, but not replace critical thinking. So key things to take away from our little chat today. So more content does not equal better marketing. Volume without distinctiveness is noise. So think about what you're doing, think about your prompts, compare, contrast, look at your industry, always keep that research going, always keep the ideas flowing, and do what you do best. We are marketers, we are creative. Don't let AI distract you from that. AI is a tool, it's not a strategy. Again, needs human direction to create that genuine value that you're looking for from your content. Brand voice, trust, storytelling, that is your competitive edge. Protect them at absolute all costs. They are you. They what makes you. They what makes your brand, and that'll help. That's what helps you stand out. Don't become and fall victim to we don't need that now. You do need that. And the best teams use AI to free up the time for work that only humans can do. So use it like that. It's like that brilliant quote, isn't it? I want something to do the dishes for me while I do my art, not something that can do my art for me while I do the dishes. So,
exactly that.
So I think that just says it all. And you don't have to choose between AI and authenticity. You just have to use it in the right way. Like, don't forget, it's not absolutely not what I'm saying here. I'm not saying that using AI means that you're not authentic and you're robotic and all of that. It's not what I'm saying. You just have to use it in the right way.
Yeah, exactly that. And I think for me as well, it's about the idea generation bit that we take a lot of pride in for our clients. It's, it's a shame to see people getting super lazy and not actually using that element of the human brain that can come up with those ideas, like you say. But also just to note as well, obviously we're a B Corp certified agency, and I think we're super mindful about how we use it. We're not, it's obviously, it has its environmental impact.
And I certainly think it's certainly something to keep in mind, isn't it? Like, I know we've used it sort of in the past. And now I'm probably more aware of that stuff. It's kind of, it is more sparingly.
Because in terms of a lot of our clients, they have to produce impact reports, they're, talking about sustainability, they're mindful about their environmental impact. So I think, in terms of the energy consumption of just the general usage of AI, just down to a single ChatGPT search. We are quite sparing in how we use that, and we only use it very strategically, just with that in mind as well. So super interesting. Thanks, Hannah.
Yeah, thank you. Again, thank you. So we'd love to hear from you on what your thoughts are with AI content, human versus robot. So drop us a comment, and me and Emma can come back to you. And if you want to get in touch to explore anything we've said in more detail, or how it can work for your brand and that sort of thing, then just drop us a line.
Get in touch.
Yeah.
Thanks very much.
All right, thanks. See you next time. Bye.
Bye.